Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's make love tonight. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. 'Cause you do it right. Baby, I'm hot just like an oven. I need your loving. Baby, I got sick this. I can't take this much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger. 'Cause when I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. I got sexual healing, darling, when I'm all alone. Sexual healing, darling, won't you come on home? What y'all know about that vintage Marvin Gaye? But y'all know that's the only song they gave this dude a Grammy for, a song like that. He had done all those iconic songs of the early 70s and like What's Going On and all of that, and they waited till Sexual Healing to get this man a Grammy. You know how they be messing over folks. You know how they waited to get Denzel Washington a Best Actor Oscar for Training Day. But anyway, R.I.P. Marvin Gaye. And good morning, Kenyatta Kelly. Good. How you doing? You want to take him a little brisk stroll? Let me get past this fella here blowing these damn leaves. But I don't want him to interrupt my stilo. So, it's December 21st. It should be a pretty decent day today, but this morning it's a little brisk. So, for those of you who hadn't spread the word yet, y'all know I have a book that I wrote last year. Well, I wrote it years ago, but I just kind of put it out in a PDF form called The Greatest Pain Ever Felt. Molly Taylor, good morning, sweetheart. The Greatest Pain Ever Felt. Conversation with my absent biological father who never wanted to be found or who dared to be found. Same thing. And that's why I found out by accident at age 22 who my biological father was. And if you'd like to check that story out, it's only $10. Those who've read it say they liked it. It's a pretty good read. I probably should put it in book form in the coming new year. If you send, hit me with the Cash App, $ RicotheOpinionist. Please send an email address so I can email you your PDF copy. So what are you saying this morning, Kelly? Still at the G till tomorrow, closing out the year at the Alumni House. Cool. Awesome. You know, Grambling alumni, we are a special group of people, I tell you. There's so many factions and so many different groups of us. Everybody clawing at one another. You know, we'll get it together one day. We'll mess around and do what Bethune-Cookman did, just dismiss their whole alumni association, told them, we don't need y'all no more, we don't want y'all no more. We don't want y'all no more. They told them not even to use Bethune-Cookman's logo in any of their fundraising. They totally legally separated themselves from their alumni association. I'm telling you. Let's keep the foolishness going. This is what happened to Grambling. Because sometimes I wonder. But anyway, I want to talk about this term or this adjective that's used to describe black men mainly. Because they don't call black women educated lames and all this kind of stuff. They call black men who've never been in the streets, who never got a criminal record, who never had bastard kids out of wedlock, and probably don't have massive amount of tattoos. You know, who don't look like the version of MTV and BET. You know those black images that they put up for us to follow as a guide to what black men and black boys look like. You know, nigger. And I heard this term thrown around a lot about the brother Raji. I think his name is Raji Jackson, the one who committed the murders. He murdered his pregnant girlfriend and his ex-wife. And I saw men and women, black men and women, referring to him as an educated lame who's in crisis, or a dangerous, one obese, ignorant, hair-hatted, stupid ghetto broad on YouTube referred to him as a dangerous, educated lame. And I took offense to that. And by the way, for those out there pushing this false narrative, hold on, y'all, let me stop real quick. Molly, what you talking about? He was shot and killed in your city. It was someone, a role model. Who are you talking about? Please don't. I don't know, but anyway, the young brother who unfortunately hit a breaking point when it comes to father alienation and false accusations of molesting his own children, because, you know, women get to use the system as their own personal mafia and gang squad when they want to tear a man down, particularly black men. And so he was going through it at both ends. And again, we have to learn, don't push people to their limit because you don't know what their breaking point is. That's the moral of that story. All right? And to dispel this really vicious and ignorant rumor, I didn't read anywhere. Maybe people read somewhere where there were black men who were cheering him on or viewing him as a hero. That's so, to even think that was actually true, or you view that as such, it's disrespectful in the meaning of black men. It really lets me know what you think about how we think. That's not true at all. Just because they're black men who didn't say, yeah, he's a son of a bitch, he's a devil, he killed those women, that mother lover, because we didn't go there with you, doesn't mean that we cheered him on. That means that we humanized him. We understood that black men too are human beings who can be pushed. You can be battered and bruised and taken out. And to the point you reach to the point where you reach your breaking point, and things like this happen. But it's very interesting that we don't demonize and say ugly things about when a woman kills her children, or she kills a man, multiple men, kills other women. We don't say that demon, she's disgusting, she's this, she's a educated lame, dangerous educated lame. We don't do that. And if y'all looking for me to beat up on black men, you can stop it. Now, there are those in our community who misbehave, and y'all know that I get on their ass. But I'm not going to let y'all brutalize this brother after death. Not going to do that. That's just an unfortunate situation. And women, y'all need to understand, stop fucking with people. Stop pushing people to the brink. Good morning. I'm out here cussing and people outside. So let me get past here. And anyway, y'all, I'm gonna stop the cuss because people on the porch, I'm cussing. But anyway, stop pushing people to the brinks, ladies. And then for all you people who are saying that, you know, he could have gone to counseling, he could have done this. Y'all know doggone well, we always talk about how black men don't even go to the doctor. How many black men y'all think are lined up to go see a therapist? I'm on here all the time pushing for black men to go to therapy. Hell, I do counseling. Try to get black men, but that's y'all know that's not the reality. So don't try to put all these responsibilities or assumptions on the man after he's passed away. But let me go back to this term, educated lame. You know, I heard this term. And I said, well, let me look it up. Let me see what they're talking about. But it turns out, you know, those of you who read the story, I read the story and stuff, so I'm not telling y'all anything new. But he was an anesthesiologist. He's a doctor. And as well as a registered nurse. He was highly academically and professionally accomplished. And so, for that, he's referred to as an educated lame. What does that mean? I guess it means that he didn't practice nigger. I guess we don't know if he listened to hardcore rap music or he spoke slang. It's something about when you hear black men use correct English. It's something about when you see black men walk upright and not like slumped over gorillas. and not like a bunch of ghetto savages that all of a sudden they're the wrong black person. There's something wrong with their blackness. We're going to have to get out of that. You know, black men who earn a PhD, black men who earn a master's degree, and they live their lives in a non-savage way, but they're educated lames because they don't know all of the street terms. How about you don't know all of the terms that you're supposed to use when you're dealing in actual reality outside of the ghetto and the hood? Because one thing about this so-called educated lame, he can make his way through the hood. You know why? By not fooling with none of y'all. But not too many of the so-called non-educated lames. Y'all can't hardly make it out here in the real world. You think you're insecure. You think everybody's talking about you. You think everybody's trying to act like they're better than you because they use words that they learned from reading a book. And we're starting to see this a lot of our college graduates. How in the world do you go to college for 4 years? You're under the tutelage of learned professors, and you still speak as if you write lyrics for one of these Negro rappers. Why do you still speak that way? When I entered college in January of 1989, and then I returned home after my first semester, I think that summer semester I returned home. Now I'd been there 3 months or so, reading books, doing papers, learning things, meeting people from different cultures and backgrounds. They were all black from all over the country and the world. And I could return back to my beautiful neighborhood in North Memphis. You dig? There were people in my community that said, damn, Rico, you sound like the white folks. First of all, I had to respond to them and say, how do I sound like white folks when I went to a black college, a black university? See, we don't even think that the best of us is real. You know, it's the weirdest thing, this behavior that we have. And so it's gone so far as to be funded by corporate America. Nigga has been funded by corporate America. And we bought into it hook, line, and sinker. That if you don't look like a savage, if our young girls don't look like walking little miniature prostitutes and whores with the eyelashes and the weave and their face beat in the damn 9th grade and the low-cut tops and the booty shorts and the tight jeans across their teenage vajayjays all over the place. But they're not looking black or that's not considered, I mean, that's considered black, I guess. Now, sweet little teenage black girls who wear their natural hair, some of them even wear lip gloss. Can you believe it? When the last time y'all saw a teenage black girl, 13 to 16 years old, 17, wearing lip gloss? And her skin is smooth, like her parents gave her shea butter for her 14th birthday or 12th birthday. And she drinks a lot of water, and her parents don't feed her a lot of fast foods. And she reads her books that are given to her at school, and she sounds like she behaves like she obeys her parents and respects her father. She's an outcast. And heaven forbid he's a black boy who likes chess. He reads books, Harry Potter books and things of that nature. He likes Star Wars and all of that. He's considered a weirdo. You know, we need to cut that out. And then you have a black man who goes all the way up to earn a medical degree. And he's out here trying to make his way. But the thing is, I think what a lot of these so-called educated black men do is try to fool around a lot of these not too educated sisters. And it's more things that go into that, I guess. Well, I guess they say you have to, like they require boxers to fight in their weight class. I guess those brothers who go on to get a master's degree and beyond, you know, they should stay in their educational weight class. But still, the stereotype, or to refer to them as educated lames or dangerous, like, well, you know, he ain't had no common sense. That's why he committed those murders. No. Even the so-called street dude has a breaking point. But let me tell y'all this. What I find most interesting when that woman made that statement. This woman, ladies, y'all be careful of these educated lames. Y'all be careful of these guys, because this, that, and the other. I said, it's so interesting. I responded to her. It's so interesting. You got black dudes and gangs who shoot up the neighborhood nightly, every weekend. You got black dudes who sell dope to the black community often, daily. But no one's ever called them those ugly names. No one ever vilified them. And that killer, even as we speak, some little Negro, pants sagging, cartoon shirts and cartoon drawers wearing grown-ass black dude around here wreaking havoc in the black neighborhood. And none of these same folks who attacked this brother's education, attacked him because of his education. You don't attack these little savages in our neighborhoods because of what they actually do on a daily and weekly basis. But y'all want to call him an educated lame in crisis, a dangerous educated lame. I'm telling you, you have to take a breath on that. It's amazing that we don't understand that if we don't start reading further than our noses, that we're gonna always be behind and always be backwards. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, I was offended by it. Do I approve of what he did, what Brother Rashay Jackson did? No. But I'm not going to act like I don't understand. No, Chris Rock made the joke. He said, when he talked about O.J. Simpson, I don't agree that he should have killed her, but I understand. I don't agree with that either. You know, and so stop trying to give him options. Because obviously he didn't have any options. Y'all give more options. You give more excuses than these young black dudes that sell dope and gangbang in the black neighborhood. Well, you know, he came up in poverty. Well, you know, look at where he's raised at. He's raised up in a jungle. So how you expect people? Y'all give them all kinds of excuses. But y'all wouldn't see his situation. You know, y'all gave the black drug dealer, the black gang member, you know, just a run-of-the-mill hood black savage, all kinds of excuses for why they behave what they do instead of just telling them, stop doing it, jackass. You don't get all over social media and make posts every day about telling them about themselves. And then these black rappers around here making music that talks about murdering other black people, murdering black men, other black males, destroying black folks, brutalizing the image and the virtue of black women. You don't attack them as viciously as you did this brother Rashay or any other black man who seems to not fit what's called the nigger stereotype. When we get past nigger, I think we'll begin to rise as a group. No, I always talk about my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. The reason it's so backwards in 2021 because it has an influx of nigger in its core. Just nigger. And the politicians push nigger. Because when you push nigger, nigger stands still. And they celebrate anything. And the politicians there, majority black, they give the niggers what they like and what they want. They don't try to improve. Now, I think that goes the same way with all these black neighborhoods that look like crap but got black leadership like black city council, black state representative, black congressman. They all push nigger because those niggers have just demonized the conscious and the educated blacks who want to see things done differently. They give them the murder music, the satanic music, all of that. And of course, well, you know, you're attacking the rappers. You know, y'all need to get on them record labels. Well, y'all don't do that either. You don't get on them either. But what you can do, pimping. You know why pimping was so strong? Because the women kept selling the pussy. If the women say, you know what, I'm not going to sell no more coochie. Pimping when they kept going. So the rappers stopped making the music, well, the music would end. Y'all know how that works? So, yeah, we can go after the big wigs, but that's easy. That's why you're attacking Warner Brothers, why you're attacking Sony. The niggas are still out there running wild. It's just like, you know, let's say you have roaches in your kitchen, right? And I hate to use that scenario because that little racist judge just did that very same thing. But I'm just saying, let's say you have, roaches all over your kitchen counter, right? So what you do is you say, you know what? They can't help but running all over this kitchen. And so what you do, instead of buying some Raid to take them out at the moment, you try to figure out, well, what caused them to crawl? What caused them to crawl? So you just let them crawl and crawl until you find out what caused them to crawl. That's not how I roll. I go get a can of Black Flag and Raid and spray their ass as I look for where they come from. And that's what you have to do in our neighborhoods. Shut them down as you get to who's funding them. Got it? But anyway, I ain't gonna talk no longer. I just want to say, stop referring to black men, specifically black men, who decide to change their lives by using the option of education. Because you can change your life using everything. You can get a trade school, you can create a business, you can invent something wonderful. And guess what? College is still an option. So we can stop knocking it. But one thing that is no debate for me, education can be achieved on many levels. You don't have to go to college for that. If you just go to your local library and just immerse yourself in the books there, learn to read, because that's what Malcolm X did. He read and was one of the most brilliant guys, one of the greatest debaters that ever existed. So anyway, let's kill that educated lame term, all right? Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. It's your man Rico. Hit me up on all the social media here. Rico the Opinionist. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.